Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, February 7, 2023. With Venus in your privacy sector receiving a square from Mars in your house of communications today, there can be tensions with too many things on your mind. Keeping things light or business-minded is probably best. However, there can be some inner frustration or angst experienced now that can be hard to ignore. There could be clashes if you, or the people around you, are overcome with impatience. Sensitivity to feelings is not easy temporarily. You may later regret hasty actions or words, particularly in love relationships. The moon's move into your solar fifth house can, on the one hand, turn up the dial on the drama, but on the other, it might help you find release from tension through entertainment. Get ready for a whirlwind of energy when it comes to your personal and romantic life. This is because sweet Venus, the planet of romance and pleasure, will be clashing with your planetary ruler, mighty Mars within the sky. On the one hand, this won't rock the boat in a relationship where both parties have strong egos and like a bit of adventure. You could use the extra spice for some aggressive, passionate foreplay in sexual exploration. However, if there is tension beneath the seams, anger and frustration will explode like a firecracker. Watch your tone. You tend to be forthright and candid in conversation, but this may not fly today when Venus in Pisces squares Mars in Gemini. There could be communicative tension when talking to coworkers or about professional matters. You may have some ideas or comments that are worth sharing, but they may not come across as intended. It is also possible that a coworker is not as genuine in conversation, which can be extremely aggravating for an honest sign like you. Try to keep your cool and be mindful of what you are saying. As Mercury spends his last weekend in your career sector, he is separating from a friendly aspect to Uranus in your income sector, but not before spending the last 2 months establishing a link between the two. With Uranus staying on in your income sector and with major growth and expansion ahead and Pluto staying on in your career sector, there is confidence in knowing that where things go professionally, the money will follow. With today's planetary positioning, there is potential for expanding your world in innovative and creative ways. The celestial energy relates to the body today. Can you see how your body might benefit from this atmosphere? A light fast, perhaps, or a new approach to food altogether could come out of this transit. Look at your physical condition and focus your intention on what you would like to change most radically. Then go for it. Because this is the day, you will find that as soon as one project is completed, there is another one ready to start. This is a sure way to see the day go by quickly. On many levels, you'll enjoy the pace of the day, as well as the variety of work that you are involved with. The ambitious side of your nature recognizes that the more you are exposed to in the workplace, the more marketable you become. Just remember to acknowledge the fact that everyone has limitations. Whether it is a full moon in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart or the dwarf planet Ceres' first full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, the focus is on your personal life today. While Mercury is in his last weekend in your career sector and after nearly 15 years Pluto moves into his final 7 weeks here today, there will be time enough when they align next week to get your professional hat on. The weekend is for the things and people closest to your heart. Having the moon in your romantic sector over the weekend is always an advantage, but this is the perfect time to embrace the most romantically charged full moon of 2023. While there is no planetary activity in your romantic sector with Venus, the planet of love returning to Aries later in the month, she can capture and nurture what this can trigger now. There could also be some romantic nostalgia in the air today. Our eyes in the sky. The full moon in Leo occurs today. This lunar event can be extremely dramatic and explosive, all the more reason to hide under the covers. People want to pop off and let their feelings be known, all the good, bad, and ugly sentiments they've been harboring. Choose to release your energy in productive ways to make sure no one's feelings get hurt. An opportunity exists to make new friends or strengthen existing relationships. Your good mood helps create a pleasant, memorable experience for everyone you encounter. You get on wonderfully well with your partner. Your happiness and understanding leads you to appreciate each other even more, opening possibilities that deepen the love between you. Now is the best time to go out and spend. Buy yourself something nice, but don't splash out on just one item. Instead, invest your money the smart way. Other people are being honest with you, so don't hesitate to take their advice. Whether you intend to buy something small or are investing in a big way, you can't lose, even if you spend more than usual. Don't let time pass without the athletic ability you know you possess being fully utilized. What you learn to appreciate most is that exercise doesn't need any great effort on your part. It's your all-round well-being that increases your fitness. Include a wellness day in your weekly routine. Take care for your body. In the morning, Jupiter opposes Ceres, the asteroid of nurturance, currently retrograde in Libra. Today, we're pulled in two different directions. Jupiter in Aries inspires us to be bold and courageous, to court good fortune through self-advocacy. Ceres, on the other hand, encourages us to give back by harmonizing with others' initiatives. In this paradigm, we are not taking the lead, but compromising. This puts us in a tight spot. We know instinctively that the best way to ensure success will be to make independent moves. That way, when we achieve victory, we can share the abundance gained. However, it seems counterintuitive to downplay the very qualities we know will allow us to help others the most. Currently, the best thing to do is to establish some boundaries and make it clear what kind of support you are not only capable of offering, but willing to offer. That way, no one will be confused by your actions. Later on, the Leo full moon reminds us to stay heart-centered. Look back over the events of the past 2 weeks. The January 21st Aquarius new moon found us seeking to advance a vision by embracing our uniqueness. Novel contributions we wish to make to our communities have been incubating in our mind's eyes. Today, our intentions are brought to fruition by adding the final ingredient to our recipe: passion. You might have the most innovative, creative idea in the world. But where are you in the equation? Your voice, your unique spin, and most importantly, your heart, must come center stage now. You need to center yourself in the narrative, to become the face of this project. Without you, there is nothing for your audience to connect to. So take pride in your identity and your purpose. The moon squares Uranus in Taurus, a reminder that success is not a straightforward path. You might have to navigate surprise upsets, or even haters who are shocked that you have the audacity to take up space. Disruptive attacks on your character say more about them than you. Fortunately, the moon also trines Chiron in Aries, intimating that this lunation presents an opportunity to drop old self-defeating narratives and adopt more empowered ones.